This is the Dollemore Daily, and I'm Jesse Dollemore. So speaking of the January 6th insurrection, I just did a video about Marjorie Taylor Greene on with Tucker Carlson, spouting nonsense. Neither of them knows anything about anything. And they are asserting and threatening that they will shut down private United States companies if they comply with legal subpoenas. And it goes farther than just idiots like Tucker Carlson and radical dunces. I mean, it is radical know-nothingness with Marjorie Taylor Greene. It goes beyond them. It goes beyond the Lauren Boeberts. It is the majority leader of the United States House of Representatives, Kevin McCarthy. I'm going to read a little bit from the CNN article because he is attempting to obstruct justice because they are all afraid of what's going to be uncovered in the course of this investigation with the January 6th committee. McCarthy warns telecom and social media companies that comply with January 6th committee records request. House Minority Leader, I called him the majority leader moments ago. I was wrong. I apologize. He is not the majority leader. He is the minority leader. House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy on Tuesday issued a veiled threat to companies that cooperate with the House Select Committee investigating the deadly January 6th riot at the United States Capitol, warning that, quote, a Republican majority will not forget. That is not a veiled threat. Quote, if these companies comply with the Democrat order to turn over private information, they are in violation of federal law and subject to losing their ability to operate in the United States. Pray tell, I'm certain that you will inform us of what federal law they are violating if they comply with the legal subpoena. Kevin McCarthy, dumb extraordinaire. You will indeed let us know which federal law you will, right, sir? Right? The California Republican said in a statement he posted to Twitter, because that is how politicians issue their formal, serious statements. If companies still choose to violate federal law, a Republican majority will not forget and will stand with Americans to hold them fully accountable under the law. That's his wiggle room right there. Hold them accountable under the law when there is no law that he can invoke to shut down a company for complying with a legal subpoena. He expects them to act illegally so that he will not act illegally. McCarthy's office, here we go. McCarthy's office would not provide CNN with a specific federal statute that a company would be in violation of if it complied with a duly impaneled congressional committee. That is because Kevin McCarthy is a dumb shit. Kevin McCarthy is leveling threats. Kevin McCarthy, who is a subject of the investigation of the January 6th committee because he spoke to Donald Trump on the phone, is running scared of not only what it's going to do to his party, because many members are complicit. Marjorie Taylor Greene, Lauren Boebert, Andy Biggs, Mo Brooks, Paul Gosar, many others are entered into a conspiracy. They are co-conspirators. And he's worried about what it's going to do, as he well should be, to his party. But this is obstruction of justice. This meets the elements of that crime. I served on a federal grand jury for about 18 months. 12 months, and then we were extended because of a certain case, officially for 18 months. When an indictment comes down, when you vote to indict, there are certain elements, they call them. Like if you commit murder, there are 4 elements, and all of the elements have to be met. There are certain facets that have to be met in order that crime have been committed. This is obstruction of justice. Everything he's doing here is meant to intimidate so that justice is not served. Kevin McCarthy, a lawmaker, is breaking the law. And the fervor with which they are attempting to obstruct justice should be met with equal force. It should be met with equal passion to get to the truth. And I hope that the members of the Select Committee, led by Benny Thompson from Mississippi, I hope that they attack this with as much ferocity as they're being pushed back against by Kevin McCarthy and others going on Tucker Carlson's show, which I talked about earlier. Anyway, I'd love to know what you think about this. We are in tenuous times. We need to protect our union, the Republic. We may be watching the slow demise of the Republican Party. Things will likely, remember that I said this, things will likely get worse before they get better. But that's just where we are. But we're going to have to, we are in an ideological battle for the soul of our country that sounds corny. As soon as it came out of my mouth, it sounds corny, but it's true. We're going to have to fight. I love you. I appreciate you. I'd love to hear from you. You can call, leave me a brief voicemail, 714-576-4054. You can email me daily at dollemore.com. I sure appreciate you guys. Thanks for engaging with my content. If you've not subscribed to the channel, subscribe. If you've not subscribed to my other channel, the Clips channel, that kind of compresses, if I do a 15-minute video, some of the cut into the quick moments, they get put over there. So I'll put a link in the description. Follow me there, subscribe there. And if you'd like to support the channel, you can do it here on YouTube. Click the join button, become a channel member for fewer than $2 a month, or you can go over to Patreon. Same deal. Patreon.com/IDoubtItPodcast. I would appreciate it. Anyway, I love you guys. I appreciate you. I'll see you next time. Until I do, be genuine. Take care of one another.